Mr. Speaker, thank you, and I hope all members will listen to this very critical statement. The Senate statement of an issue of general topical concern on the contempt of Senate committee invitations by county governors. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 52.1 to make a statement on the issue of general topical concern and national importance, namely contempt of Senate committees invitation by county governors. Mr. Speaker, sir, in carrying out our oversight mandates over county governments, committees of the Senate issue invitations to county executive governors to deliberate and interrogate matters within the mandates of respective committees. Mr. Speaker, sir, a trend has developed where some governors have consistently failed to honor invitations by committees, and in so doing, requests for postponement of meetings without justifiable reasons. The frequent request for postponement of meetings has greatly derailed the effective discharge of committees' mandates and thus negatively impacting on the oversight mandate of the Senate. Mr. Speaker, sir, notably, the Governor of Kisii, His Excellency Simba Arati, has on 3 invitations in the current calendar year failed to appear before the Senate County Public Accounts Committee on the grounds of traveling outside the country without the reason as to why he is traveling outside the country, just to avoid appearing. So, Speaker, sir, further, the Governor of Isiolo, His Excellency Guyo of Isiolo County, has failed to appear to various committees, specifically the devolution committees and others, but only send written response without communication on his non-appearance, and even issuing in person to threats to some of the senators. Mr. Speaker, sir, the prevalent disobedience of committee invitations, and of course, Mr. Speaker, these governors should be ashamed of what they are doing. The prevalent disobedience of committee invitations amounts to the contempt of the Senate authority, which enjoys the quasi-judicial mechanism of status of the High Court, and even checked, will negatively erode the confidence bestowed on the House by the great people of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, sir, various committees have applied Section 18 and 19 of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act to compel witnesses to appear. The penalties imposed by the Act are not deterrent enough. Mr. Speaker, sir, in conclusion, in order to realize optimal cooperation by the county entities, the Senate may consider amendments to Article 125 of the Constitution of Kenya and to the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act to provide for higher penalties for violation of the Act. Further, legislative interventions be developed, Mr. Speaker, to empower the Senate to be conferred with original jurisdiction to initiate impeachment of a county governor for gross violation of the law and failure to comply with accountability frameworks provided under the law. Mr. Speaker, I am issuing this statement on behalf of the Senate Public Accounts Committee as the powerful vice chairperson. Myself and the chair, we enjoy a cordial working relationship, and like other institutions, Mr. Speaker. With those very many remarks, I thank you.
The other day, I received a call from members of the MCAs from Isiolo, and some of them have been removed from committees by the governor and his team. So actually, that's going too low. The governor has no business in managing the assemblies. So it's a high time, and I think we have still some lacunas in the county government acts that we need to look at it and rebuild, so at least we can be able to have where we can have action, take action, and take action against the governors.
Mr. Speaker, this is a raw governor who does nothing. Mr. Speaker, he operates from Nairobi. He is never in Isiolo. And secondly, he has no respect at all for the House of Senate. Mr. Speaker, we discussed this matter yesterday. County assembly members are in the pocket of the governors. We must have a solution to this problem where Senate can take action on those rogue governors. I thank you.
Mr. Speaker, And I will stand with my colleagues to demand that the governor for Isiolo be brought here, in this house. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That the governor of Isiolo be brought before this house, Mr. Speaker. Let him now, if this is what he does, if this is how best he deals with these things, let him now go and organize the assassination of the 67 senators of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, it cannot be that when senators ask questions on how money is being used, they become...
Katika vyombo vya habari, Mheshimiwa Spika, tumeona viongozi shupavu wa Senate wakitetea gatuzi zetu ili fedha zisije chini ya bilioni 400. Mheshimiwa Spika, haiwezekani tuwalishe mamba watule sisi. Haiwezekani. Haiwezekani tukeshe kila uchao tukitetea wananchi wa kaunti zetu wapate pesa, ili hali kuna viongozi ambao wanadhana kana kwamba sisi ni kama wasukuma rukwama kwa niaba ya watu wetu. Hatutakubali. Mheshimiwa Spika, iwapo Senator Dulo ana hakika kwamba sekta ya afya imedorora, wengine hapa wanatuambia sekta ya kilimo imedorora, wengine wanatueleza sekta ya elimu katika kaunti imedorora, na tukiita viongozi hawa katika vyumba vyetu vya kamati hawaji, wanapiga kifua na kubwata maneno yasiyoeleweka. Mheshimiwa Spika, wakati umefika tuonane jicho kwa jicho. Almashauri kule mashinani tunasema mundu kumundu. Mheshimiwa Spika, Mheshimiwa Spika, haitawezekana Wakenya ambao kila siku wanadai ushuru unapanda, lakini ushuru huu unaporudi katika mikono ya magavana, wao ni kufurahia. Tunapowaita wanasema wako katika safari za ng'ambo. Mheshimiwa, ng'ambo mimi najua ni Zayuni peke yake, na iwapo wanataka kwenda Zayuni tuonane baadaye, lakini iwapo wanahudumia Wakenya ni lazima na ni lazima waje wabebe misalaba yao na kwa vinywa vyao wakiri dhambi zao, na iwapo wana makosa, Mheshimiwa Spika, lazima wabebwe hobela wawekwe korokoroni.
Where we are now is you find that our responsibility as the team that is oversighting the county governments and even the national government, if we allow this precedent to take place, if we allow governors to unilaterally make a decision that they are going to come up with some flimsy excuse to come and justify why they cannot come, and we interrogate their books so that publicly their voters and their citizens can know whether they've been doing a good job or not, is unconscionable and unacceptable. I wowould like to thank Honorable Cherargei for standing firm. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, I don't take some of these issues lightly. We know that Honorable Dulo, who's been the senator for Isiolo County, has received death threats. It's on video. We have seen where many of these governors who have got basically impunity telling us how they feel there's nothing we can do. And I will be, in fact, one of the people who's going to support the amendments which are going to come. I think let us be honest and ask ourselves, what happens to a governor who deliberately decides they're not coming? Or what happens to a governor who, once he's been summoned and he pays a fine of 500,000 shillings 10 times? What then do you do with that? How do you create
Na mimi nataka kuambia magavana popote walipo. Popote walipo. Na kama hawanioni wataambiwa kwamba tulisema. Tunafungua ukurasa upya wa ugatuzi Kenya hii. Unapopewa pesa nyingi, uwajibikaji ni wa hali ya juu. Tutawaandama kushoto, kulia, kwenye handaki, mlimani, kote tutafika ili ugatuzi. Na sisi, Mheshimiwa, ni wasanii wa nyimbo za mafoka, almashauri tunasema tutaanguka na wao, Mheshimiwa Spika. Na kisha kuanguka nao tutafinish kumalo. Hiyo ndio lugha vijana mashinani wanaelewa, kwamba lazima ugatuzi ufanye kazi na lazima wawajibike. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika, ndugu yangu wa Migori, lazima tufanye kazi. Thank you Mheshimiwa Spika.